Rightio, finally got some good lighting in this terrible setup of the kitchen. I've almost done the OnlyFans styles. Not a ring light, just one from Bunnings. Not quite into the OnlyFans just yet. Tonight we're making a roast garlic butter. And so what I've done is roasted a big piece of elephant garlic. It has come out of its little husk, like an elephant. And it is, oh that's a tusk, isn't it? Screw that up. Nice and soft, so I'm just going to run a knife through that there. And it is essentially like a paste. We're going to pop that into the bowl. And with the butter, because I'm going to be melting it in the microwave, put it into a couple of little cubes here. So it's just going to melt evenly once we chuck that in. We're going to be using the juice of some lemon. Doesn't matter if the seeds go in there, we're not exactly going to eat those later on. And after that, we're going to add some herbs and spices. So we're going to add some mixed herbs. Just do everything by eye. A little bit of smoked paprika. Pop that in there. And we've got white pepper. And we've got black pepper. And last but not least, some smoked sea salt. So I'm just going to put a little pinch into there. That's how the bowl looks, and we're going to pop that into the microwave. Give it 30 seconds, give it a stir up, and this butter is going to be used on some venison steaks along with roast veggies. Now we're not too worried if it is turning into liquid because we're going to be using the butter straight away on the venison, but if you wanted to do it a different way, you could really slowly sort of melt it down in a pot, especially if you're wanting to store it later on, and then you could pour it into an ice cube container in which you'd use in the freezer, and you just pull out a block anytime that you want to use the butter. So I'm using the steaks from Premium Game. It's pretty cool having access to wild meats if you are not a hunter like myself. These are some really beautiful thick cuts, so they're actually going to come out pretty amazing. I'm just going to season those with a little bit of salt, pepper, and yeah, that's it. And it's smoked garlic salt, so we're doubling down on smoked salt. Give them a nice wet dusting. Put that out of the way. Can't even see the bloody things. There we go. That's better. And where's my salt gone? Just going to let that sit on there for about 10 minutes before they go into the pan. And we're away. Roasties are out of the oven. Check those out on the Roast Master. Any type of roast, spit roast as well. Ask your ex-girlfriend. Choice of cookware, bowl, made in Germany. Be careful you don't heat it up too much, you might cremate your food. Coconut oil, because seed oils are terrible. That is now scorching hot. Let's have a look inside of these steaks, eh? Check that out. Beautiful. Like venison, pretty rare because it's a game meat. We're going beef, medium rare is great, but venison, that's exactly how I like it. Thumbs tuck in.